Big Digger starting lineup tonight's brought to you by Tio Charlie's. See Tio Charlie's for a great used car truck. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll find it for you at Tio Charlie's, 700 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Big Diggers coached by Ken Garcia, 6-4 going into the game, 10-7 overall. That's 6-4 in league play. Strasburg 1-9 in league play, 3-15 on the season. Coached by Kyle Bowlers. The Bee Diggers go with Colby Needhams and Gregory Mayers, two senior guards, along with sophomore Jeffrey Dunker, junior Mitch Tormolen, and sophomore Randy Baker up front for Strasburg. They start 6'3" senior forward Zach Hildebrand, along with 6'1" senior guard Anthony DeLuzio. The other three starters go like this: 6'1" senior guard Stephen Terry, along with 6'3" senior forward Jeremy Parks, and 5'11" senior guard Austin Ford. And those are the five starters tonight for the Strasburg Indians. And right now they're just looking to essentially play out the season and see if they can pull off a huge upset, as their only league victory was against the Lions. And by the time this game gets started, it should quiet down a bit. This could be one of the louder public addresses that we've seen in a while. Momentarily, we'll get this game underway. Between the Bee Diggers and Strasburg Indians. The opening tip tonight on this very loud night is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally at Fort Morton and Rush, offering home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, kind of absurd when you have music and the band playing at the same time. Mitch Tormolen will jump center for Brush. Jeremy Parks for Strasburg. And the tip is controlled by the Bee Diggers. Jeffrey Dunker with the basketball will feed it to Gregory Mayers. This is the regular season finale. Mayers on the outside right, picked up by DeLuzio. Over to Needhams. Needhams to the high right. Jump pass to the top for Randy Baker. On the outside left for Dunker. Down low for Tormolen. In the lane. Kicks it back out. Baker fakes the three. Into the lane. 8-foot pull-up is off the back of the rim. And the long rebound is controlled by Gregory Mayers. Over to Tormolen. Bee Diggers reset down low. Dunker turns, shoots off the back of the rim. The rebound is controlled by Zach Hildebrand of Strasburg. Into the front court with the basketball is Parks. Back out to Austin Ford. Ford will set up the offense for Strasburg. Just beyond the timeline. Over to DeLuzio. Dribbling. Down low pass is tipped away. Intercepted by Gregory Mayers. Mayers into the front court to Dunker. Dunker with the basketball near the timeline to Maris. Maris against DeLuzio. Left corner, Needhams. Wide open three is off the front of the rim. And the ball is tipped around into the hands of Stephen Terry of Strasburg. So the Bee Diggers are 0 for 3 from the field to begin the game. Ford across the timeline for Strasburg against Needhams. Looking to his right. Still looking. Maintains the dribble, though. On the outside right feet Terry. Terry against Dunker, steps in, back out to Ford. And Strasburg's going to slow this down. They want a low-scoring game tonight. On the outside right to Terry against Dunker. Near the top to DeLuzio. Dribbles against Mayers. Right of the lane. In the right corner. Dribbling right baseline all the way. Pulls up off the glass short. Mitch Tormolen grabs the rebound as Jeremy Parks missed a shot. On the outlet to Baker. Back out to Maris. We have played 1:40 and neither team has scored. Maris on the outside left to Dunker with a chest pass. Dunker guarded over there by Parks at the free throw line in the lane, and he is fouled as he drove into the lane. Zach Hildebrand commits the first foul of the game. Bee Diggers inbounded in the front court to the left of the basket. Maris to do so. The Bee Diggers in their road maroons with the white numerals. Strasburg in their home whites with the black numerals and lettering. Maris looking. On the outside right, Baker will take a three. That's well off the bottom of the backboard. The rebound goes over to Dunker. Dunker back out to Baker in the lane, and the hop step he traveled. Now the Bee Diggers have a turnover as well. So here comes the Strasburg Indians. Here's DeLuzio right of the lane, pulls up from 7 around, and it rattles out And the rebound is controlled by Tormolen of Brush, his second rebound. On the outlet to Maris. Maris behind his back into the front court. Left baseline dunker penetrates the runners up in an air ball. And on the other side, it was Jeremy Parks grabbing the ball for Strasburg. Neither team has scored. We played 2.5 minutes. On the outside right, Ford into the front court, spinning on Dunker, right of the free throw line. Bounce pass, cross court, taken by Terry at the free throw line. On the outside right, Parks, 15-footer, is off the back of the rim, and Maris grabs the rebound for Brush, his second. Teams are struggling badly from the field. Maris into the front court, outside left for Dunker. Dunker at the free throw line, tipped away, intended for Tormolen. They maintain the tip, and it's flagged out by Needhams in the backcourt, but he couldn't control the basketball. The Beat Diggers turned it over for a second time. We played nearly 3 minutes, and neither team has scored, and we'll have substitutions early on. Vince Albo and Bryce Needhams check into the game. And to throw it in will be Anthony DeLuzio, three-quarters court for Strasburg. A Beat Digger win would guarantee them 5th place and more than likely a first-round bye. Long pass to Parks, the alley-oop, and he missed the shot. Albo grabs the rebound, and Albo throws it into Needhams in the backcourt as he was nearly falling out of bounds. To Tormolen, front court to Needhams. Needhams right baseline, pulls up from 10. Good for Colby Needhams with 4:53 to go in the opening quarter. That's the first point of the game by either side. In the backcourt, still with the basketball. As that substitution's made, Glenn Wallace has it for Strasburg. Wallace double team. Jump pass left of the free throw line for Hildebrand. Back out to DeLuzio. Cross court to Wallace. On the outside right, Wallace dribbling towards the top. Outside left to DeLuzio. DeLuzio cross court to Wallace, picked up by Maris. On the outside left to DeLuzio, back to Wallace. They're just playing pitch and catch right now. Outside right, faking the three is Brandon Huser, and the give and go is intercepted by Mitch Tormolen. Strasburg turns it over for a second time. Maris with the basketball on the outside right. He's trapped over there, maintains the dribble though, and now he's trapped down low for Needhams underneath the basket. Price pulls up from 8. Right baseline, no good. The ball is loose on the floor, and it's picked up over there by DeLuzio of Strasburg. We have 10 rebounds in the game and only 1 bucket. 3:53 to go in the opening quarter. 2-0 Brush. At the top of the basketball is Huser, outside right. Taken over there by Wallace. Wallace at the top for DeLuzio. DeLuzio against Maris, spinning at the free throw line, into the lane, pulls up from 8, off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Bryce Needhams to Brush. Neither team can find the bottom of the net. Needhams into the front court. He's got a 5-on-4, lost the basketball, and was called for traveling. Beat Diggers turn it over for a third time. This is horrendous basketball so far, shooting-wise on both sides. The only points were scored by Colby Needhams, and that was over 3 minutes into the game. Strasburg basketball with 3:27 to go. With the basketball, DeLuzio, jump pass to Wallace. Wallace at the top, guarded by Maris, cross-court to DeLuzio. The Beat Diggers, it looked like they're in a 3-2. Cross-court outside right, Wallace steps in, and then he's double-teamed. Back out, Huser, 3 in the air, is off to the left. And the rebound to Mitch Tormolen. That's his third rebound for the Beat Diggers. On the outlet to Bryce Needhams. Needhams on the outside right, towards the top. Cross-court to Vince Albo. Quick moving first quarter, though. Albo left of the lane in the corner. That pass is tipped away by Huser, and then foul from behind by Maris. That will be a Beat Digger turnover, and Maris' first foul. So Strasburg to throw it in. In the backcourt, that'll be Anthony DeLuzio. Back in is Austin Ford. And checking in for the first time, Dugan Warner. He's the big man for Strasburg. Off the bench. Warner at 6'7". He's a forward. Mitch Tormolen's going to have a tough job guarding him. Here's Ford with the basketball at the top. Ford dribbling against Albo. Bounce pass to Warner at the free throw line. Warner against Tormolen, left wing. With the basketball is Parks. Outside right, Huser, 15-footer. That's around and no good. And Colby Needhams wrestles away the rebound for the Beat Diggers. Needhams to Maris. Beat Diggers have a 3-on-3 to Needhams. Right baseline toward Tormolen. Down low for Needhams. Little 5-footer around good for Colby Needhams. Beat Diggers lead 4-0. 2:23 to go in the opening quarter. Into the front court is Glenn Wallace. Picked up by Maris. Jump pass back out to Austin Ford. Ford at the top. Left wing Wallace. Wide open 3. Back rim, no. And we've got a foul from behind. Colby Needhams went over the back of Dugan Warner. So that Beat Digger foul is going to be their second team foul. Strasburg has 1 with 2:13 to go. Kyle Rosenbrock and Austin Garcia check in for Vince Albo and Gregory Maris. Brandon Huser will throw it in. Now we see why Strasburg is only 1-9 in league play. They really don't have any shooters. At least not in the early going, but the Beat Diggers are not taking this team out right now. They're only up 4-0. User to throw it in. Looking down low, lobs it down low for Parks. Double team, has a shot blocked, but he was fouled. To the line will be Jeremy Parks. And the Beat Digger foul. Let's see, was that Mitch Tormolen who committed it? There were two guys there. No, look, I say Colby Needens again. That's big, considering that Needens has the only points of the game. The Parks free throw is perfect. Strasburg scores for the first time with 2:10 to go in the opening quarter. Second free throw for Jeremy Parks is in the air, and that is around and no good. Mitch Tormolen grabs his fourth rebound for Brush. Beat Diggers 4, Indians 1, approaching the 2-minute mark. On the outside right, Needens with a basketball. Back out to Austin Garcia. At the top for Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock looking down, low bounce pass outside right for Tormolen. At the top for Needens, wide open three is good for Colby Needens. He nails another one. His first three of the game, but more importantly, the Beat Diggers now have a 7-1 lead, 1:43 to go, first quarter. On the outside left, Wallace is double teamed. Beat Diggers now in a 2-3. Wallace is trapped over there, has to get rid of the basketball. Timeout called by Strasburg and head coach Kyle Bowlers. As this is a 7-1 Brush lead, 1:36 to go, just a 30-second timeout. At 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs is B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source retail program. We have a late start, about 5 minutes late for the girls' game in Brush, as the Lady Beat Diggers are trying to close out the regular season with only one league loss and a 17-2 overall record. Teams are back out of the court. Rosenbrock, Bryce Needens, Austin Garcia, Gregory Mayers, and Mitch Tormolen for Brush. Royce Hanks into the game for Strasburg, along with Dugan Warner, Austin Ford, Glenn Wallace, and Brandon Huser in the left corner. Fakes the three. Back to Ford, just beyond the timeline, and Ford's going to back it out. Ford against Mayers, looking to his left. Dribbles to his right. On the outside right to Huser. Penetrates right baseline. His runner's up, and that's an air ball. And Warner tries to tip it and cannot. And then Mitch Tormolen's fouled in the backcourt as he grabs the rebound. And the foul was committed by Dugan Warner. The 6'7 junior forward is first. 1:20 to go in the opening quarter. Beat Diggers up by 6. Mayers in the backcourt to Tormolen. Tormolen back out to Mayers. Actually, it's Colby Needens 7 and Strasburg 1. No other Beat Digger has scored besides the senior guard. Garcia on the outside left, dribbling into the lane. Garcia, jump past Tormolen, fakes that shot on the right baseline, back out to Bryce Needens. Needens on the outside right is going to feed Mitch Tormolen. Down low, Mayers turns, banks, and misses. And the rebound to Bryce Needens. He goes up, and that shot is blocked by Warner. And then the ball is loose, and it's picked up over there by Royce Hanks. So the other way, here come the Indians. With the basketball is Ford with 43 seconds to go in the opening quarter. On the outside left, Huser with the basketball against Garcia. Huser to his right, cross court to Ford. He's not going to take about a 25-foot three. He was thinking about it, though. At the top for Huser against Garcia to his right. On the outside right for Warner, 26 seconds to go against Tormolen. At the top. On the outside left, Huser takes the three. That's good for Brandon Huser. It's now 7-4, and the Beat Diggers will have the final shot. That assist went to Jeremy Parks off that pass. Mayers into the front court, 10 seconds to go. Right in the lane, Mayers kicks it, right corner, Bryce Needens, three. Good for Bryce Needens. He nails that shot. 2 seconds to go. Ford with one, puts it up from half court. That's an air ball, and that's the end of the opening quarter. With the score, Brush 10, Strasburg 4. It's a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Stephen Terry will throw the ball in for Strasburg. John Beltran back in Strasburg. The Beat Diggers lead 10-4 as we go to the second quarter. The inbounds at midcourt to Austin Ford. Out there with Royce Hanks, who's got the basketball. Down low pass is taken over there by Terry. And then the ball is intercepted, taken away by Kyle Rosenbrock. Third turnover for Strasburg. Rosenbrock with Bryce Needens, Gregory Mayers, Mitch Tormolen, and Austin Garcia. In the lane, Rosenbrock back out to Garcia. Left wing three is off to the right. And the rebound is controlled by Royce Hanks. Out there with Austin Ford, Dugan Warner, Cameron Adams making his first appearance, and as we mentioned, Stephen Terry. Bounce pass to Warner at the free throw line, down low, forced over there, intended for Stephen Terry, poked away by the Beat Diggers. Here comes Gregory Maris the other way, pulls up from 10, and that's off the back of the rim. Tormolen tries to save in the rebound. Unfortunately, saves it in to Austin Ford of Strasburg. Ford into the front court. They've got a 5-on-4 right corner, and there's a traveling violation for some reason. When Adams caught the pass, he shuffled his feet. Strasburg already with 3 turnovers in the quarter, and we've only played 51 seconds. The Beat Diggers holding a 10-4 lead. But this game is dangerously close for Brush, even though it's early. They could have had a 15 to 20 point lead at this point had they shot the ball decently. The only one who saved him is Colby Needens, who's in foul trouble with 2 fouls. Bryce Needens cross-court pass intended for Tormolen out of bounds. That's 5 turnovers for the Beat Diggers, equaling Strasburg total. Cargill Meat Solutions takes as much pride in the community just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Cargill Meat Solutions, part of the KSLR B106 scholarship program. Ford on the outside left to Parks at the top now for Hildebrand back into the game. On the high right to Austin Ford against Gregory Mares. Ford dribbling into the lane. Jump pass down low for Hildebrand. Got a defender in the air. Banks and scores and a foul. Hildebrand to the line. It's now a 10-6 game. And the Beat Digger foul was committed by Kyle Rosenbrock. That'll be his first. And Zach Hildebrand can make this a 3-point game. Yeah, you don't want to go into the playoffs with a loss. I know it's early on, but the Beat Diggers are the favorite. They're not looking great, even though they have the lead and the free throw is in. You keep this team hanging around, you never know how dangerous Strasburg can be. Brush 10, Strasburg 7. 6.5 to go before the break. Dunker into the front court, dribbles along the left baseline, jump pass down low for Rosenbrock, feeds Tormolen, gets the defender in the air, banks and scores it with contact, but no foul. Tormolen gets on the scoreboard. Brush 12, Strasburg 7. 6:15 to go, second quarter. Ford is trapped in the back court. Bounce pass front court is taken by Terry. Terry against Dunker, dribbling to his left, lost the basketball, picked up by Dunker. Pass ahead to Baker, he's by himself. He banks and scores. Randy Baker gives the Beat Diggers a 14-7 lead. That's turnover number 6 for Strasburg. We've got 5:57 to go before halftime. Ford into the front court, chest pass, right baseline. Hildebrand down low, intended for Parks, and it's off the end line out of bounds. As Strasburg looks horrendous in the second quarter. We played 2 minutes and 9 seconds. They have 2 points in the quarter and 5 turnovers. That makes 7 in the game. The Beat Diggers now looking to extend a 7-point lead, which is their biggest advantage. And here comes Dunker into the front court. Dunker against Terry, dribbling right to the lane, and he carried the basketball. It's just not good basketball on either side. Now these teams have combined for 13 turnovers and 21 points. And Brush is certainly better than the way they're playing. Strasburg is a 3-15 team, so you expect mistakes from them. Terry in the backcourt with a basketball. Terry to Wallace, crossing the timeline on the outside right. Double team. Wallace tied up by Baker, but got the ball back, and then the ball was tipped into the backcourt by a Beat Digger, taken away by DeLuzio. Back out to Terry, over to DeLuzio. Left wing to Terry. Terry at the free throw line. Cross court. Wallace won't take the free. Bounce pass to Hildebrand, right baseline. Going to back it out to Terry against Randy Baker. Terry spinning on Baker on the high right. Picks up his dribble to DeLuzio. Outside left to Wallace. Guarded by Mares. On the outside right now to Terry. Bounce pass down low. Nearly tipped away by Dunker. Taken by Parks. And then Dunker intercepts it. He just took it away out of his hands. 6 turnover. Here is Gregory Mares, front court. Down low, Tormolen. Banks and scores as Tormolen was cutting right down the middle of the lane. Timeout for the Strasburg Indians. 4:54 to go. Second quarter. It's Brush 16, Strasburg 7 on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com. John Beltran back at Strasburg High School. The Beat Diggers in a regular season finale lead the Strasburg Indians 16-7. 4:54 to go, second quarter. Randy Baker will pressure in the backcourt as Stephen Terry throws it into Glenn Wallace. Now Baker will back off. Out there with Colby Needens, Mitch Tormolen, Gregory Mares, and Jeffrey Dunker. DeLuzio with the basketball. At the top for Terry, picked up by Baker. Strasburg's extremely patient now on offense after 6 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of the quarter. Wallace between his legs against Randy Baker. Dribbling to his left at the free throw line. On the outside right to Hildebrand. Cross-court wide open Parks, 15-footer, back rim. And the rebound is controlled by Colby Needens. That's his second rebound. On the outlet towards Dunker, the Beat Diggers throw it away. 7 turnovers for Brush. I mean, they are playing down to their level of competition here. They have a 9-point lead, but I'm sure that head coach Ken Garcia cannot be pleased at this point with the number of turnovers as the playoffs approach. But we still have 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Hopefully the Beat Diggers can pick up their level of play and win this game handily. A kicking violation by Randy Baker. And to throw it in at midcourt will be Anthony DeLuzio for Strasburg. DeLuzio, front court pass to Hildebrand on the high right against Mayers. Back out to Wallace. Guarded tightly by Baker. Feeds DeLuzio. DeLuzio beyond the three-point line. Bounce pass to Wallace at the top. In the left corner, Huser, wide open three. It's good for Brandon Huser. His second triple of the game. All of a sudden, it's only a 6-point game. Brush 16, Strasburg 10. With 3:47 to go, second quarter. Dunker into the front court on the outside left, down low. Baker wide open, dribbles, banks, scores, fouled. Baker to the line. The foul was committed by Brandon Huser. A strong move by Randy Baker. He's got 4 in the game. And now the free throw is upcoming for the Beat Digger sophomore. High Plains Bank, no matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. The Baker free throw is perfect. Brush back up to a 9-point lead, 19-10, 3:37 to go. Down low, Parks dribbles, banks, scores. He was wide open to the left of the basket. Jeremy Parks now with 3 points in the game. Brush 19, Strasburg 12. Dribbling left baseline at Dunker, crossover dribble, maintains the dribble, left of the lane, knocked away, gets it right back. And on the right baseline, Baker's shot is up and in for Randy Baker, a good 12 feet away. Baker has 7 in the quarter, 7 in the game. Beat Diggers 21, Indians 12. Hildebrand fakes the three, back out to Wallace on the outside right. Wallace with 3:03 to go in the second. Against Mayers, picks up his dribble. Left of the free throw line to Parks. Bounce pass high right. Hildebrand fakes the 15-footer, 14-footer. It's around, no good. And the rebound to Colby Needham to Brush, his third rebound. Needham's across midcourt. Bounce pass to the right corner. Dunker, his entry pass was intercepted by Hildebrand. 1-on-3. Hildebrand had the ball poked away by Mayers from behind. Mayers beats Colby Needham. 7 turnover by Strasburg in the quarter. Baker left corner, fakes the three, dribbles into the lane, then was tripped up, and they're going to call a traveling violation. It looked like he was tripped up, but it's going to be called against Baker. That's 9 turnovers for Brush. That equals Strasburg's total. Brush 21, Strasburg 12. 2:36 to go, second quarter. The one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard is Ackley Building Center at 1402 Mill Street in Brush. The Beat Diggers are playing an 18-game season, because that game against Ken Denver February 4th was outright canceled. On the outside left, DeLuzio steps in left of the lane. Back out to Wallace, outside right. Huser, another wide open three. Counted for Brandon Huser. They're leaving him open, and he's burning the Beat Diggers. Well, they only called, they did call it a 3. Initially, they called it a 2. Mayers on the outside left to Baker, 21-15 Brush. Locked down low for Dunker, poked away. The ball is loose on the floor. It's still loose. It's still loose in the left corner, and Bryce Needham will tie up with Glenn Wallace. That should be Beat Digger basketball, unless they're going to call a foul. Now the officials will converge. Are they going to say that Wallace controlled it and then call the timeout before Needham tied him up? And it will be a 30-second timeout. Yeah, just when the Beat Diggers have a chance to blow this team out, they've been up by 9 on a few occasions. Brandon Huser hits some big three-pointers. He leads all scorers with 9 points in the game. And it's only 21-15, Strasburg basketball. 2:01 to go, second quarter. Yeah, this is not the performance the Beat Diggers wanted. Lady Beat Diggers are leading at the end of 1 in Brush, 21-7. So they've already got that game well in hand against Strasburg. This is the more competitive game. Anthony DeLuzio, Glenn Wallace, Brandon Huser, Zach Hildebrand, and Jeremy Parks in for Strasburg. Gregory Mayers, Randy Baker, Vince Albo, Bryce Needham, and Jeffrey Dunker for Brush. The Indians could make this a 3-point game with a 3. This is a 3-15 Indian team against a 10-7 Beat Digger team. On the outside left, Huser with the basketball, gets a pick, and then Dunker fouls him. Only the 15th foul for Dunker. That is his first personal. With 1:50 to go, Glenn Wallace to throw it in just beyond midcourt. with Brush up 21-15. Wallace looking, still looking near midcourt, finds Huser. Huser picked up by Needens. Cross-court pass taken away by Wallace. Wallace looking, still looking. Outside right to Huser. Back out to Wallace against Gregory Mayers. High right to Huser. Bryce Needens right on top of him. At the top, here's DeLuzio. Over to Huser at the free throw line. 15-footer banks, and it's nothing but glass. Vince Albo grabs the rebound. Albo with 1:28 to go. Beetniker's up by 6. Albo near the top. Down low. Dunker wide open. Banks and scores, and he's fouled. I didn't see who committed the foul, but the foul was called. Dunker to the stripe to try and convert the three-point play. And Dunker will go to the line. Let's see who the foul is on. Is it Glenn Wallace? Nope, Zach Hildebrand commits his second foul. Dunker scores for the first time. Lots of either three-pointers or three-point plays in this game. The Dunker free throw is up and in and out. The rebound is controlled by Dugan Warner. Back into the game. 23-15 Brush. 1:17 to go before the break. Here's Austin Ford. Down low pass intended for Parks, and then he is fouled. The ball was tipped away, but then it was taken by Parks off the deflection. Then he went up, and it was fouled. Foul on Bryce Needens. For Needens, that's his first. And Jeremy Parks to the line. He's got 3 points tonight. He can make this a 6-point game once again. And keep Strasburg within striking distance going into halftime. The free throw is off to the left. Second free throw is upcoming. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. Second free throw here for Jeremy Parks to make it a 7-point Beetniker lead. And that one is up, and that one is in. Brush 23, Strasburg 16. 1:09 to go before halftime. Maris will shout out play instructions from the outside left to Needens. Cross court to Maris. Maris with the basketball. On the outside right is Albo. Albo dribbling to his left. In the timeline to Maris. Maris dribbling against Austin Ford on the high right to Albo. Right to the free throw line toward Mullen. Left baseline. Baker's shot is blocked out of there by Brandon Huser. Taken away by DeLuzio. Now here's Austin Ford, 42 seconds to go. Down low for Parks, banks, and he misses that shot. And the ball is loose on the floor, picked up by Needens, and the ball's poked out of bounds. I think that stays with the Beetnikers. It does. As the ball was poked from behind. It will be Beetniker basketball. And here's Bryce Needens into the front court. 29 seconds to go before the break. Rushes up 23-16. Lob over to Baker. Baker on the outside right to Maris. Wide open three is off the front of the rim. And the rebound is controlled by Jeremy Parks. 16 seconds to go. Into the front court is Huser against Baker. Baker fell down. Back out to Ford, just beyond the timeline. 9 seconds remaining. Against Gregory Mayers with 7. Picks up his dribble with 6. On the outside right to Lucio with 4. Jump pass to Huser, right baseline. The hook is off the back of the rim, and the ball is poked into bounds. And that's the end of the opening half with the score. Brush 23, Strasburg 16. A 3-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.